The weakening continues. Today, the nation became weaker yet again, with the Federal Reserve lifting official cash rates to 7%. And hence the reason why I'm actually wearing black, for I'm in mourning for the nation and the economy. And what did we get from the lizard himself? Kevin, when I'm in trouble and very nervous, I tend to lick my lips all the time. And his offsider, Wayne, I'm going to do something, but I don't do anything, but I tell you that I'm very, very busy doing and will tackle the future challenge of the what is it? The interest rate. Yes, interest rates. Goodness gracious me. Governing is not going to Bali to sign a piece of paper and saying, I'm governing. Governing is not sending custom boats down into the Southern Ocean to save a few whales. Governing is not saying sorry and giving potentially billions of dollars compensation to a mythical group that no one can find, no one can prove legally except one person, and they gave him $525,000, and then they decided to give him another $200,000 the other day. Governing is actually doing. Governing is not talking about what you're going to do with the economy, how you're going to tackle inflation. It's about telling us your economic policies. Because, as we all know, Kevin, you don't have any. And the strange thing is, I can guarantee what would have happened today. The spin doctors would have come in and they would have said, well, Kevin would have said, what do we do now? The spin doctors would have said, easy. We'll just blame it on the others. Blame it on the previous government. But aren't we going to end the blame game? Wasn't that one of our premises? We were going to end the blame game? Oh, they would have said, Kevin, don't be stupid. That's what you tell them. That's what you tell them when you want to get in. But when you get in, all you do is blame someone else for everything. You take credit for everything good, but you blame someone for something bad. But will they believe me? Well, of course they'll believe you. But are they that stupid? Of course they're that stupid. They voted you in, Kevin. Meanwhile, everyone in the room starts to chuckle, hilarious laughter. I want to know if the media is going to hound Kevin Rudd like they hounded John Howard into saying, are you sorry? Are you apologising? Are you apologising to the country, to the people? Are you saying sorry because it's your fault? No, none of that. Again, they let him skate on through, telling everyone that he's going to do something about inflation, but in essence, he's going to do nothing. What's the moratorium on blame? Is it 2 months? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? When do you stop blaming previous governments? And by the way, Kev, it's now 2. I can count 2 like you did. It's now 2 rate increases in not even 3 months. 2 rate increases. The first one was unjustified. Cost of money now in America is cheaper. My banker friends laughed their head off at the way that they were able to get this crock of funds to borrow have become much more expensive. Rates in America have fallen by 1.25%. It's actually cheaper now with the Australian dollar increasing than what it was previous. But they got away with it. You know why? Because you and Kevin Swan and the government are weak. And meanwhile, we had Stephen Smith yesterday, I don't know how he even gets on television, sitting there with like a deer in headlights going, the Mitsubishi Motors plant, we don't really want them to leave Australia, but we hope they don't. But I'll do another one of those. I'll speak about the Mitsubishi one a bit later on. Peter Costello warned about a tsunami. No one believed him. No one listened. They all thought that the economy, like all these other fools, the economy runs itself. No, the government runs the economy. The unfortunate part is this government has no idea of how to run an economy. Hence, all we get from both of them is a lot of spin, a lot of rhetoric, a lot of talk about how busy they are tackling the challenge, but no one brings out any policies, no one does anything. And meanwhile, the unions haven't flexed their muscles yet, so they're going to flex their muscles soon, and they're going to start to want this 3.9% inflation we've got. They're going to want at least that as a wage increase, and possibly going to 6 or 7%. So when they start to flex their muscles, God help us. It's amazing. But anyway, the weakening continues, and no one's going Kevin Rudd. They just let him skate on through.